I challenged my friend and channel member Rao to a VGC best of 3 in preparation for the new Regulation D format this July to see what Pokemon would be the best to use. We'll be competing in Regulation D to build our own teams and try out these new Pokemon with Pokemon Home Access. Today's team was built by a friend of the channel, Faye, and it's built around Ursaluna with Trick Room and Snow in order to allow this new behemoth to deal as much damage as quickly and efficiently as possible. If you guys want a chance to get to battle me like this though, we'll be doing viewer streams starting June 6th at 7 PM EST with some Regulation D battles against some of you guys in Scarlet and Violet, so make sure you guys stay tuned for this. With that said, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and let's break down the team that we'll be using today. Today's team is built around Ursaluna, which ideally will be our win con of choice in these 3 matches. Ursaluna is an offensive nightmare, and we received this thanks to Pokemon Home, and I'm a firm believer that this will truly redefine how strong Trick Room is. I don't think we've received an introduction to Trick Room that breaks it this much since the likes of Drought Torkoal making Eruption a really strong nightmare on this Pokemon in Trick Room. With this team though, Ursaluna's best role is to recreate essentially what Torkoal did, but better. And with the moveset of Headlong Rush, Earthquake, Facade, and Protect, and our ability Guts, I believe we've managed to recreate this for our opponents. This Ursaluna's job is essentially to slot next to one of our several ground immunities and use the move Earthquake under Trick Room to KO both opponents at once. In a perfect world, turn 1 I use the move Protect, which activates Guts for Ursaluna, boosting her attack by 1 whole stage. From here, with a Brave Nature and a max attack investment, we should be able to rival the damage output from Guts Conkeldurr, but unlike Conkeldurr, we'll have a strong stab spread move that should be able to deal damage to both opponents at once. Meanwhile, with Facade and Headlong Rush, we'll still deal strong damage with single target attacks as well. With the Terra Ground, we can not only lose our weakness to fighting, but we can also boost our damage output with both Headlong Rush and Earthquake, which should ensure strong KOs on most Pokemon here. You might be wondering how we're going to invest the rest of our 256 EVs, and I ended up actually splitting these down the middle with 128 in both stats, due to how ridiculously high Ursaluna's HP is. With a base 130 HP, you don't really need to invest that much into it, so instead we invested into our base 105 defense and base 80 special defense, with 128 EVs into both of these. While Ursaluna can definitely be a huge threat to most Trick Room teams, with the base 50 speed stat, we should be able to handle most Pokemon here. However, with the primary attack being Earthquake, I wanted our Trick Room setter to make sure that we could have an immunity to this due to how strong Ursaluna will be hitting our partner slot as well. There are a few Trick Room setters that can not only do this though with the pre-Terra but also post-Terra typing thanks to the ability Levitate, so I figured this was probably the best place to start. With this team in particular, I felt like that BRONZONG made the most sense, but there were a few other options that were considered here, such as Uxie, Mesprit, Misdreavus, and Cresselia. Misdreavus, Mesprit, and Uxie all felt significantly outclassed here despite having a lot of valuable tools, and since I didn't really care about the status spreading, especially Uxie here was completely ignored. This leaves BRONZONG and Cresselia, and Cresselia's biggest benefit would be the Lunar Blessing move, which would be able to heal the partner by 25%, though clearing Flame Orb did not feel ideal here, so I ended up with BRONZONG instead. BRONZONG ran a Safety Goggles moveset here, with Trick Room, Iron Defense, Body Press, and Helping Hand. Between BRONZONG and Ursaluna, our Trick Room core never needed to fear Amoonguss, which was great because it's the easiest way for most balanced teams to end up actually handling Trick Room, because it would stall out their Trick Room thanks to Spore. With the Safety Goggles on BRONZONG, this is completely nullified though, as well as the Flame Orb on Ursaluna, which will allow us to burn ourselves before we can get put to sleep, making this Trick Room core very deadly. With Iron Defense and Body Press, BRONZONG can also put up a strong showing against not only opposing Ursaluna, but also most other Trick Room Pokemon due to our max investment in HP and defense with a relaxed nature. Despite Body Press being a physical attack here, the move does damage based off of our physical defensive stat, making this combo insanely difficult to muscle past unless if you are a special attacker. We also have Helping Hand as our final move here, which in tandem with Ursaluna Earthquake and the Terrestrial Ground, most Pokemon will need to be an immunity to take this hit, if not a really strong physically defensive Pokemon that also has a Terra resistance with a type such as Grass. Really, the only way to actually completely wall this set would be if you have a Terra Ghost Pokemon or just a natural Ghost type with the ability Levitate, as it's the only way to outright wall all of these moves. However, we do have a strong job of patching that up later on in the team, so I'm not too worried here. With our Trick Room backbone, I wanted to ensure that we also had a strong means of surviving outside of Trick Room, which leads into our next pick being none other than Dragonite. Now, Dragonite's a nice option in Trick Room due to the fact that it has priority extreme speed, and with other options like Terra Blast Flying, Dragonclaw, and Earthquake on this moveset, and a Choice Band to deal as much damage as possible, we should be able to shatter most checks to Ursaluna while still giving us a really strong means of just generally being offensive. The goal of this Pokemon is rather simple. We're going to use our Choice Band and Terra Blast Flying in order to break through most grass types that would be on the physically defensive side, which would be one of the 2 ways that Ursaluna really does get muscle passed here. With our investment in speed of 156, we should at least creep anywhere up to 28 investment for Arcanine's speed stat, which is a very common investment for it, making sure that we can deal as much damage to Terra Grass variations here as possible with Terra Blast flying, or we could just kill it with Earthquake from Dragonite as well. I asked Faye why the moveset had 244 attack though, and honestly they had mentioned that it was purely aesthetic most likely, due to the fact that we were able to reach 100 HP while still splitting our defense 4 in each of those stats. So if you want to try this at home, you're more than welcome to just drop the HP to 92 and throw a max attack investment here, as this will deal as much damage as possible. This Dragonite with multi-scale and our Snow Core though should be pretty obnoxious to KO, landing us pretty free KOs for most matchups. And I highly doubt that you'll be able to find a single hit that with the Aurora Veil up that can actually KO us from full. Speaking of, let's get into our Snow Core, starting with ABOMASNOW. ABOMASNOW is going to be a really strong defensive check to most opposing Ursaluna in tandem with BRONZONG, while allowing the team to function outside of Trick Room thanks to the Snow Backbone we'll have later on with Aurora Veil. Using a moveset of Blizzard, Earth Power, Energy Ball, and Protect, and the Life Orb item, this ABOMASNOW not only becomes a really strong backbone thanks to its bulk, but it also becomes a really strong offensive threat in Trick Room. Snow makes the Blizzard 100% accurate, and thanks to the lack of Torkoal on this team, we won't have to worry about ever clearing that for ourselves. And with the Terra Water typing as well, we'll have a strong advantage against most special fire types, especially Pokemon like Heatran and Torkoal that would otherwise be a potential issue for this team. With the Earth Power as well, we should be able to pressure Heatran and Torkoal pretty easily, making sure they will never stand a chance. The spread is rather simple. Since the ABOMASNOW is just meant to do as much damage as possible, we opted for a max HP set here with max special attack and a quiet nature, with the final 4 EVs here going to our special defense, as with the Snow Warning, this technically was our weaker defensive stat. I also went with 0 IVs on our speed, not only to guarantee weather against T-Tar and lead, but also to make sure that we can maximize our potential with Trick Room, with our base 60 speed and 0 IVs tying other base 60 Pokemon with similar investment. Speaking of our Snow Core, most Snow teams usually do benefit from running Aurora Veil, and we have this actually on our Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle benefits a lot from the ABOMASNOW due to the fact that we can boost our Fizz Def on this Pokemon as well, while also being able to use the move Aurora Veil to set screens to help Pokemon like Dragonite and Ursaluna with dealing damage. We have a Booster Energy speed moveset here with Blizzard, Hydro Pump, Aurora Veil, and Protect. And the goal of this is rather simple. Be faster than everything and set Aurora Veil. If Bundle does anything else in any given match, it truthfully was overkill, because whether we click Blizzard, Hydro Pump, or even just stall a turn with Protect, we're essentially dealing more than I've ever intended for this Pokemon to do here. We're running max speed to tie either bundle here, and with 60 HP and 4 Fizz Def, even if I decide to lead this without Snow, we should be able to take as much as a Sacred Sword from a Focus SG and POW, making sure that we're able to essentially guarantee our Aurora Veil, even if for some reason my speed gets dropped first. The other 188 investment goes in our special attack, and with 4 EVs in special defense, this is mostly due to the fact that at level 50, we would gain nothing from running 192 special attack here, so we just throw the last 4 into special defense for the extra point. I do have one last slot here, and it's actually a fairly versatile Pokemon in my eyes for both Trick Room and our fast mode. Because we lack Torkoal in this team, I wanted another special fire type here, and I found one that not only keeps a strong damage output, but also helps benefit a lot with that ghost issue I mentioned earlier. For our final slot, I decided to add Chi with the Focus Slash and Terra Flying moveset. I use the moves Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, Overheat, and Protect here, which should essentially gain us a really strong advantage against most offensive Pokemon. With the max speed and special attack and a timid nature, this allows Chi to deal as much damage as quickly as possible outside of Trick Room, while still giving us a strong partner for Ursaluna thanks to Terra Flying, which can give us a third Earthquake immunity that most people will not be prepared for. This idea is rather similar to the Great Tusk and Terra Flying Chien-Pao pairing used in Regulation C, but instead of boosting our Ursaluna's damage output here, we decided to clear through most physically defensive grass types thanks to moves like Overheat and Heat Wave being really strong damage dealers. Having Shiyu here also helps us put more pressure on opposing snow teams, and even allows us a strong check to most viable Trick Room setters, making sure that we can always have the field advantage if I want it. Overall, I found it to be a very viable option, at least on Team Preview, though I didn't really feel like it would come to most games. There's going to be a rental code in the description for you guys if you want to try this team out yourselves, as well as a poker pace if you're looking to use this on Showdown. But let's see how the team actually does in battle. And we are here with game number 1 of our best of 3 against Rao. Rao's team, of course, I've probably already mentioned it because it is an open sheet set, of course, but good luck and fun to Rao. And looking at this, my biggest fear probably is the fact that there is a Mousehold next to a setup Chestnut. That could get really scary really quick. The Chestnut could actually be kind of terrifying, especially with Terra Steel. If that gets up a couple Iron Defenses, that might be a problem. Also, Heatran against Hail. I don't like that Rao brought this against me, but grrr. Okay. Looking at this, I feel like Hail is my best lead for game 1. Actually, do I care? I feel like that is there weather on that Torn? Let me double check that. There's no weather on the Torn. Okay, so there's no way to stop the weather. Yeah, I lead off with Hail. Tailwind plus Heatran could actually be kind of scary, but I can always which one is my Veilmon? My Veilmon is Bundle. I could always go for Protect and then go for like a Terra Water, Earth Power, ABOMASNOW. That's a lead. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with Ursaluna in the back. And then I think I'm going to go with... I kind of like going with Dragonite to clean. I feel like Dragonite to clean is fine. Good luck and fun to my opponent, though. And let's take some notes to get some leads real quick. Obviously, it's open sheet, so I don't need to exactly go note by note for like spreads and all that. I understand that completely, but I should be fine here. Okay, so we're looking at the Iron Bundle popping a booster energy. It was Maushold Heatran as a lead, so pretty close, but still thankfully a little bit different. Let's see. So game 1, Maushold plus Heatran lead. All right, so I'm gonna go for the Terra Water turn 1. I think. I guess the question is, does the Heatran have Protect? It does have Protect. Okay. So Bundle. Let's see. So Maushold could go for Follow Me. I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm still going to go for the Earth Power anyway into Heatran. And then I am going to go for the Aurora Veil here. The Aurora Veil should be pretty good. Getting up this Veil turn 1 will be huge actually for taking on Mons later on. Especially that Landorus Styrian should be a pretty big hassle that I'm no longer going to need to worry about. Now my opponent is going for Terra. That should be the Heatran. Yep, that is the Heatran. Okay, good to know. So he's going to be Terra Fire. Okay. That's good to know. So we know that the Heatran is Terra'd, and we know that they have Maushold and Heatran on lead. Now that is going to chew this hit very comfortably. However, on the following turn, I could probably just go for Hydro Pump, and that should be good into Heatran. Also, my ABOMASNOW will chew any hit this wants to go for anyway. And even if Maushold wants to go for like a Super Fang in tandem, that Heat Wave will not kill. So I'm pretty okay with this. Especially not with the Veil up, which this might be the thing that already gets us a huge lead. I think even if we lose Bundle this turn, I'm fine with that. So Maushold will go for Super Fang here, and then Heatran will go for Heat Wave. So Bundle definitely drops. I can't imagine the Bundle takes a hit. Never mind. Okay, holy shit. Alright, so Earth Power, I'm gonna guess this is around like 40. Oh my god, that does a little over half. Okay, well, I will more than take that. This should enable... I want to say this enables, like... I kind of want to just go for, like, a Blizzard here. And then I'm going to go for a Blizzard here as well. I know that Heatran obviously is not going to take a lot from this, but the goal would more so be to damage Maushold with this on, like, a Heatran Protect, or maybe even just try and get damage on both Pokemon because of a Maushold Follow Me, potentially. And the reason why we click it twice is mostly in case of the fact that there might be a dodge here. For Heat Wave, at least, on the ABOMASNOW. Nope, Maushold is going to withdraw instead, so that should at least help with damaging this a little bit more. With Heatran only being a 2x resist, plus this Blizzard is just going to hurt the Torn really bad. It is Focus Sash, but that's going to kill the Torn, which is huge. And the fact that Heatran protected, this means that I'm going to get it off completely uncontested, which is even better. We're already setting us up for some really good success game 1. This feels like a play that I made only as if I fucking knew that Torn was coming in, but I made it completely to, I made it completely just to account for damaging Maushold. So I will definitely take that. Let's see, so Torn is cleared. That is insane for us, because that's their Tailwind Mon completely gone. Now Maushold will still have the Friend Guard support for Heatran. I'm kind of just going to have to live with that. Iron Bundle is going to come in, actually. Okay, so Bundle is going to be a little bit of a nuisance, but it shouldn't be a big deal. My Bundle is thankfully max speed on this team, so I guess it's just going to come down to a speed tie, but I think I'm okay with that. Plus, my Bundle should, I mean, if nothing else, I can just go for another... I'm going to go for an Energy Ball, actually, in the Bundle, and just take that out. And then I think I'm going to go for a Protect on my Bundle. Am I? No, I'm actually just going to go for Pump. If I win the speed tie on the Heatran, I can take it out. Nope, Icy Wind goes off. Oh wait, Icy Wind. Oh, okay, that's fine. Because if I hit this Pump, then I can take out both these Pokemon right here. And that's really huge, actually. Pump does go off. Okay, perfect. Thankfully, no Mouse. That was huge. That was a huge game 1. Let's see. Iron Bundle. And then this should be game, because Bundle's going to drop here. And then there's no combination that can actually beat the Hail on lead. Now, I will say, despite game 1 going really in our favor, I'm a little bit worried about game 2, because something like a Torn Heatran lead would be very able to take advantage of me. Now, Bundle can thankfully still outpace the Heatran, even with Tailwind up, but it's still really scary. Let's see. Okay, so I can bring in whatever. I'll bring in Ursaluna, just to say I brought in Ursaluna. And I'm going to actually just go for the Protect plus the Headlong Rush and just get some damage. Because I think it's just a lot funnier to get it off with Ursaluna. Actually, yeah, we'll go for the Headlong Rush here. Yep. And then I'm gonna switch. Oh no, I'll go for Protect. Because I specifically want to let the Ursaluna get the kill. I'm pretty sure that I can manage that. I wouldn't say that that's unlikely exactly. But Mousehold, if it's the best way to damage me being Super Fang, this works out really well in my favor, thankfully. So, I don't think we'll kill, but it's going to do a lot. Oh my god. Okay, so that's not even Guts boosted. That's not even Guts or Terra boosted yet. Holy shit. This mon just might be stupid. Like, who let this thing exist? I gotta ask. We'll go for the Earthquake here, and then I'm gonna go for the Dragonite switch. That should objectively KO, and then we can win. And we'll preserve diff while doing it too. It's about the differential we made along the way, and also allowing the Ursaluna in the thumbnail to not be clickbait. So yeah, this should be game 1. That's perfect. We'll let the Ursaluna kill the Mousehold here real quick, and then we're gonna cut to game number 2. So hopefully we can win another match, but again, definitely some leads I'm a little bit scared of. We'll see you guys in game number 2 though. Alright, so moving on to game number 2, I am still really scared of that potential for Heatran Torn lead. So what I think I'm going to do, thankfully Torn does not have Taunt. If Torn had Taunt, this might be a little scarier. I think I still always lead off with the Hail. I think I lead off with Hail, I go Ursaluna in the back. What mon's benched last time? So Chestnut benched and Landorus benched. So I feel like the Dragonite is still a really free lead here. Well, not a really free lead here, a really free 4th mon. However, at the same time, I do kind of expect the Terra Steel Chestnut. I feel like Terra Steel Chestnut is just like staring me right down the center of my eyes. And it's going to come, and it's going to be annoying to handle. Well, specifically after Iron Defenses, I should say. I could bring Chiyu. Chiyu would be really good here. I could also just bring Dragonite. I feel like Dragonite is also really brain dead. Yeah, we'll bring Dragonite. We'll bring Dragonite. I don't need Chiyu. I do not need the Chiyu. I feel like the Chiyu, if anything, I'm just gonna get put in a position where I can't really click a button. That's gonna kind of suck. Though Terraflying Chiyu might be a good Game 3 bring. Who knows? Who knows? Good luck and fun to my opponent though, and we'll see you in game. Well, yeah, I guess we'll see how game 2 goes. Okay, so it is Heatran Torn lead this time. Okay, so I did predict that perfectly. Tornadus plus Heatran. Okay. So at the very bare minimum, we know for a fact that Bundle will guarantee creep this. Bundle can creep Great Tusk in Tailwind, so Heatran is not going to be an issue, especially when it's Life Orb. I am still going to go for the same play of going for the Terra Water and going for Earth Power into Heatran, and then going for the Aurora Veil on my Iron Bundle. Now, if my opponent does decide to go for just a Bleak Wind Storm here, that could be actually kind of scary. I think, truthfully, Bleak Wind Storm... Oh, so they're not going for Terra on Heatran. Okay, so they'll do even less damage. I think, truthfully, though, Bleak Wind Storm plus the Heat Wave would probably be the scariest thing that can come out of this turn. And Torn on lead is nothing to mess with. This thing could be really threatening for several reasons. We're going to see Protect go off. That's fine. I'm curious, am I going to go for Tailwind? Or, nope, they're going to go for Bleak Wind. Okay. So Bleak Wind is still really scary. We'll take it pretty comfortably, thankfully, but it's still no laughing matter. This could definitely pose a pretty serious threat going forward. Like, for example, I now lose to Heatran. Well, let me rephrase. Heatran can now kill me, at the very least, if it goes for a Terra Fire Heat Wave. Or actually, even just a Heat Wave, to be honest. That just kills already. We'll go for Blizzard here, and then I'm going to go for a Protect on Iron Bundle. The Blizzard play is mostly just a catch for... honestly, it's mostly just a catch for Heatran going for Heat Wave, plus Torn going for Tailwind. Because on the following turn, then I can kind of bait out the Bleak Wind offensive play, which I know it's not like a super bad play for my opponent to make, but at the very bare minimum, I can get Torn down to Sash so I can E-speed it later on, and then I can proceed to start cleaning with Ursaluna, which will be good. On top of the fact that also just making sure that Torn isn't going to pose a threat later on will be pretty big. But my Dragonite should be really good against these two at the very least. So if Bundle did not come, I think I'm kind of set. Heatran is going to go for Terra Fire, perfectly fine. And then my guess is this is Tailwind plus Heat Wave. Tailwind plus Heat Wave? Did I get the play right? Honestly, even if it's Bleak Wind, I should be fine. Because Heatran is only clicking this to click Heat Wave. And I'm fine with that. So Bundle will go for Protect. And what is my opponent going to do? What is Rao going to do? Bleak Wind. Okay. Oh, Bleak Wind. Okay, Bleak Wind was good. Bleak Wind was good. I like the Bleak Wind play. I was going to say, actually, that Heatran would only go for Terra Fire for the Heat Wave, but that's actually not true. It would go for it for this turn, actually, specifically, to avoid taking as much from Earth Power. However, between the Life Orb chip as well as the fact that there's no Friend Guard Mouse this time, this should still do some pretty serious damage, thankfully. Now, thankfully my opponent is in a bit of a predicament because my opponent can go for U-Wave, obviously, but at the very bare minimum, my ABOMASNOW now drops. Well, actually, no, never mind. ABOMASNOW does not drop. We're going to go for Protect here, and then I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump into Heatran. Actually, no. No, I'm going to go for Blizzard here. I'm going to go for Blizzard. Now, I think that there's a good chance that Torn clicks Tailwind here, but I'm still fine with that because I can kill the Torn, and I don't want to have Heatran click Protect, which was kind of a fear. Because if Heatran click Protect, and then I let Torn kill me with Bleak Wind, that could have been bad. But I can at least take out the bundle. Not the bundle, the Torn. And I can put Heatran in a little uncomfortable spot here, which works out well for me. If Heatran goes for Heat Wave, that's fine. I'm expecting it to because it would kill both my mons, but I'm okay with that. Alright, perfect. So we'll trade Torn for bundle. Pretty fine exchange on my end. Now, I will say I'm kind of curious about what my opponent will bring in next. I think that I kind of need to bring in Dragonite, though. Dragonite should account for the Heatran just being annoying altogether. And I can always go for... Actually, this could be kind of bad. I think I need to go into Dragonite, yeah. I need to go into Dragonite. I just need to hope... Oh, fuck, Bundle came in. Okay, Bundle's kind of an issue. Bundle's actually a really big issue. Because Bundle could just go for a Freeze Dry into my Dragonite, and I'm kind of fucked. I kind of just needed to hope that wasn't going to happen. However, at the same time, I can actually make this work. Because what I can do, I can go for Energy Ball into Bundle, and I'm going to go for a Extreme Speed into Heatran. Now, Heatran should definitely die from this hit, and I might not actually die with Veil Up. And that sounds like a really, cope thing to say, but I feel confident that I might not die here. The biggest reason being is that we're Multi-Scale Dragonite behind Veil, and I think that alone might make it so we live. But I need to really get lucky here. If my opponent goes for Protect on Heatran, I don't really care, because truthfully I'm only going for this play to kill the Bundle, so that way then my Dragonite is fine later on. Bundle's going for Protect, even better, because that should mean that I'm fine to make this play again into the partner slot next turn. And Heatran will drop, perfect, okay. Iron, Bundle, plus... Alright, so I'm kind of curious about what my opponent's final mon is going to be. I feel like that... So I'm still confident that that last mon could just be Chestnut. I feel Chestnut is, actually not bad here with Terra Steel. Well, actually, no, because they didn't Terra Steel. Okay, Landers. Okay, Landers makes sense. That explains a lot why they didn't lead off with Mousehold, because I felt like Mousehold also was still not bad on lead. It explains the general change of pace. Intimidate will sadly work because we are multi-scale, but I'm going to kind of have to just live with that. Thankfully, though... Oh, wait. Oh, no. That could be bad. That could be really bad, actually. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to click Protect, actually. And I need to go for Extreme Speed into the Bundle. Bundle could actually be putting me in a pretty bad position here. I kind of need to just preserve ABOMASNOW purely to keep spread. But this could become a pretty bad situation because the Bundle can go for Freeze Stride to Dragonite, and then Lando can go for Rock Slide. That might do a lot. Oh my god, that does nothing because of Snow. Alright, Freeze Stride is going to go off. That doesn't do a lot, though, thankfully, because of the Veil. And Lando's going to go for Sword Stance. Oh, that's really bad. Fuck. If I got my kill, I think I would have... I think I could have been fine. Because Ursaluna could have maybe 1v1 the Lando. We're going to go for Blizzard here, and I'm going to go for Extreme Speed. I need to hope now that the Bundle... not the Bundle, the Lando does end up going for a Rock Slide miss here. Nope, Icy Wind. Okay, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. Oh no, both mons drop. Okay, fuck. That's kind of bad. I'm pretty sure that Bundle kills both my mons now, which is a little unfortunate. However, I do still have a good game 3 out at the very least, so I think I'm fine. But, no, this would be rough, especially if that went for, a Sword Stance, because that's just going to kill even if Bundle missed. Nope, I mean, even still, Tantrum plus... I can't imagine Tantrum plus Freeze Dry doesn't kill. Okay. That's fine. We're going to go for Ursaluna here. And I'm going to proceed to go for a... I'm going to go for a... Protect here. I need to go for Protect. I feel like there's a good chance that Lando's going to click, Sword Stance here plus, Bundle Protect. Nope. Okay, no Bundle Protect. Alright. Well... I need to bank on a Hydro Pump miss now, is what I need to do. If that's the play that my opponent's going to make. Or if they click Sword Stance, that was a really smart play on their end. Nope. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Alright. Because Sword Stance would have been, game. Because they could have definitely killed. If they don't already kill, they definitely would have killed. Okay, this is fine. I'm going to proceed to go for a Facade into Lando here, because Lando does not have Protect. And I'm going to kind of bank on Bundle maybe going for Protect. Bundle Miss Pump. Bundle Miss Pump. Okay, let's go. And then Tantrum Lando, don't kill, don't do even half. Okay, that's about half. We took that surprisingly well though, I can't lie. Lando's massacred now. So it's going to come down to if I can take the hit from Bundle. I'm pretty sure I dropped a Freeze Dry Bundle, but if my opponent's clicking Pump and risking that, then they deserve to lose. Protect. Oh, they're trying to... Okay, yeah, I was trying to make sure that I'm taking Whip Burn Chip to secure the Freeze Dry. That was a good play. I don't know if it's necessary, but it was a good play just in case. So at the very least, that's something. Yeah, I'm gonna go for another Headlong Rush at the very least, and we'll have to see what we can manage here. I'm kind of hopeful that we can take the Freeze Dry somehow, because that's definitely why he made that play. Nope, he's going for Pump. Okay, never mind. He's a gambler, but I respect it. Good game to Grau for game number 2. We'll have to see for game number 3 though, because this is looking kind of rough, but we'll just have to see what happens here. Alright, for the final match of the set, looking at this, so Rao has brought every mon besides the Chestnut. Now, I still feel confident that the Chestnut will come to this game. I feel really confident about it. Specifically, actually, I feel confident about now no Terra Chestnut coming, specifically because of the fact that I'm going to need to adapt. At least it's what I'm expecting Rao to assume here. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to lead off with Ursaluna BRONZONG. I'm going to bring ABOMASNOW in the back, because I've not brought Trick Room in either set, and I feel like this is a decent lead. I can go for like a Tara Water BRONZONG on lead, and that would actually sponge that Heatran perfectly. Really, Tara Water BRONZONG is only going to be breakable by, I guess, kind of Chestnut. Household will be a good check to it. And then Bundle. So that'll be great. We'll have ABOMASNOW in the back, and then I think the final mon probably has to be Chiyu. I feel like Chiyu is a pretty decent option here, actually. Looking at this, I kind of do like Chiyu a lot, yeah. It's definitely either Chiyu or Dragonite. I'm gonna go with Dragonite, I think. I'm 50-50 on the Chiyu here. I feel like Chiyu definitely can be not bad, but I'd rather the priority. I feel like the priority is just always my play. Now Mousehold could be kind of scary if that does lead again, because Mousehold could taunt my BRONZONG, and I can't really actually stop it. However, at the same time though, this lead is so potent offensively that I could probably even just, if Mousehold leads, just go for like a Headlong Rush directly into it, because we know that it just about kills. Iron Bundle Torn, okay. So this is great, because I don't actually need to Terra right now, which works out in my favor. Now Bundle could be kind of annoying, I guess, but I'm okay with this. I'm definitely okay with this. I'm gonna go for a Protect here, and then I'm going to proceed to go for a Trick Room. With the Bundle and the Torn leading, this could maybe pose some issues. Specifically, my biggest concern here would be with the fact that we don't know if Bundle's gonna Terra or not. However, at the very least, what I can do, I could probably just spam Earthquake plus Helping Hand and just not care about the Torn partnership. I could also just go for a Body Press, or even I could just go for like an Iron Defense. Do I need to? I don't know if I need to. I think that I'm gonna see what my opponent even does here. So Torn plus Bundle lead. Okay, so game 3. Tornadus plus Iron Bundle lead. Landorus. Okay. Plus. Okay. So we know at the very least that Bundle did not Protect here, which is perfectly fine. And we know that Landorus did come in here, which is also perfectly fine. Pump was gonna go off into Zong. Alright. Pump on Zong, that doesn't do a lot actually. I'm kind of shocked by how little that does, but I'll take it. I'm kind of curious. Do we kill Landorus? Let me check Nerf now, because this is a very important. Like this might be a game winning or losing calc here. Landorus Therian with Intimidate versus Ursaluna with 252 Brave, Flame Orb, and then Facade. That might kill. Okay, so we are gonna go for a Facade here into Landorus, and then I'm gonna go for Helping Hand just to get around any sort of shenanigans from the. Oh, my opponent's gonna withdraw here. Okay, good play, good play. Because this will actually be a lot harder to kill. Okay, so Heatran's gonna come in. Okay, Heatran's the last mon. That's fine. This should still do like an okay amount to Heatran. I can't imagine this is less than half. Yeah, that. Oh my god, yeah, that does about 70. And best part is ooh, pump miss. That's unfortunate. That's really bad. What I can proceed to do now, though, is I can go for an Earthquake plus a Body Press. If my opponent goes for Terra Unbundle, I'm fine with that. But I think that Earthquake plus Body Press is still my play. I mean, I could technically also just Facade the Heatran again, but I feel like this is a better play. Mostly for the fact that if nothing else, I can try and apply pressure on both slots if either intimidates. Not intimidates, goes for Protect. And I feel like that in both cases, while Lando can definitely come in here, I would rather just attack what's in front of me, because we can claim a kill for free here. If my opponent goes for Protect, so be it. I don't care a ton, because I should still have a ABOMASNOW in the back as a really good cleaner. Okay, so Bundle is going to go for Terra Ghost. Good play by my opponent, actually really good play. They definitely read me this turn, but at the same time though, the Earthquake should still do some okay damage. Like I don't want to say this will like kill or anything, but it's going to do some okay damage for sure. Let's see. So Ursaluna is now -2 versus versus Landorus. Therian. Okay. And then we have a Helping Hand boost now. So Helping Hand boost actually should make the difference, and we should be able to kill now. Hydro Pump misses again. Oh, I'm really sorry for Rao. That's gotta be rough. Because I can actually just go for the Helping Hand plus Facade and kill the Landorus again. This is really bad for Rao, actually. I'm so sorry. We're gonna go for... I'm gonna go for the Terra Water now, just in case. Mostly just to try and take on the Bundle Pump, because I don't think it's gonna Freeze Dry me this turn. I think if anything, this might be the turn that Bundle finally gets Protect. I can't imagine the Bundle will just commit this hard. Truthfully, it doesn't need to, but even still, like, it's risking, like, Headlong Rush from from Ursaluna, and that's pretty bad. I want to just take out the Landorus, though, truthfully. Landorus is going to be terrifying. And if I can take that out, that's pretty huge. Also, by going for the Terra here, my Zong should essentially be a really strong Heatran check, even if it does Protect. And if Heatran does switch out and get sacked, so be it. Tornadus comes in. Okay. So, that's fine. I can Body Press this in the following turn and then go for Headlong Rush. And that should be enough to pick off Bundle plus Torn at the very least, which is good. Now Bundle plus Torn can definitely protect around my Trick Room. That's a little terrifying, but I'm going to kind of have to manage. Okay. So, Terra Water on the Zong. Perfect. Meanwhile, Bundle is going to go for... Oh wait, Helping Hand goes first. I forgot about that. Alright, well, at the very least, the Torn's kind of gone. And then I can proceed to go for Headlong Rush into Bundle. I think we have like 2 more turns of Trick Room left. So I'm pretty sure that I can still manage this. Hydro Pump goes off into what mon? Ursaluna. Ooh, okay, that killed. Oh, right, yeah, because there's no Veil up. Okay. This is still fine. We'll go into... I think I kind of need to go into a ABOMASNOW here. And then just go for Blizzard. My opponent doesn't have great checks, actually, thankfully, to this. And, yeah, the ABOMASNOW Blizzard should be pretty free. So, 1 turn of Trick Room. Okay, that's fine. We'll go for a Blizzard here. This should at least do some substantial damage to both mons. And then, meanwhile, I'm going to go for a... I kind of want to go hard into Dragonite. Yeah, I'm going to go hard into Dragonite, actually. Because I can definitely keep the Zong around for later. And this will set me up a lot better for next turn, where I might be able to go for something like an E-Speed into the Torn at the very least before Tailwind goes off. Which might be huge, actually, because I could probably nail both Pokemon. Torn's gonna go for Protect, that's fine. They're both probably going for Protect, truthfully, but I'm okay with that. Oh no, Bundle's gonna drop. Even better. That makes this play look, like, actually good. So thank you, Rao, for doing that and only protecting on the Torn. Not that that was a bad play. I think it was definitely a fine play to make to Freeze Dry and be aggressive with that, because that could have paid off really well. However, it benefits me a lot more not for that to happen, so I'll take that. Okay, perfect. So, what do I want to do now? I think... So if Heatran comes in, I do need to actually go for Earthquake this turn. Which is a little unfortunate. Actually, do I need to go for Earthquake this turn? I couldn't. I wonder if I kill. Do I kill Heatran? Heatran... I'm just going to calculate max HP just in case. Versus Dragonite, Choice Band, E-Speed. No, that does not kill. Even with... That does nothing. Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw also does not kill. Yeah, okay, unfortunate. Alright. So what I think I need to do... I need to go for a Protect here, and then I need to go for an Earthquake this turn. Now, I kind of half expect the Heatran to go for a... Nope, it's not going to go for Protect. It's going to go for Heatwave. Alright, well this works out really well then, because the Protect this turn. I really hope it goes for Heat Wave. Because that would be huge. I can switch out into my Bronzong next turn and then reset my band and just start going for E-Speed or Dragon Claw. Heat Wave goes off. Okay, perfect. Just no burn. No burn is all I ask. No burn would be huge actually, and that might be the reason. Question mark? Okay, no burn. Perfect. Okay, Earthquake goes off. Amazing. And then I can switch out and then reset this and go for Blizzard. And Blizzard will be so good at cleaning. So I just need to kill that Heatran though, because that Heatran was such a pain in the ass. Thankfully, the Landorus's best way of touching me is going to be Rock Slide. Now, Rock Slide's not bad by any means. And truthfully, I don't really care even about having Zong left to take that. Zong going for Terra, kind of unfortunate because of the fact that my opponent pumped Ursaluna that turn instead. But it was still a necessary play to make, I think. So I'll stand by that. Because I think that Zong being alive now is a lot better, even if it's not a check to Landorus anymore. Well, it wasn't really a check anyway, but it was one that could have taken a hit a lot better. Like, really the only hit that I actually take better now instead of worse is Foul Play from Torn. So, I'll take what I can get, but at the very least, yeah, Torn's gonna come in here, and then I can proceed to go forward Blizzard plus switch into Zong, and if I'm still... let's see. So we're gonna go for the Blizzard here, and then we're gonna switch out into Zong. Also, I'm really quickly, Kurt, you can cut this out really quick. I'm just screenshotting this for Ra. I think he thought I had a team sheet there for some reason. Okay. Perfect. So at the very least, as I said, I think my opponent's best play is going to be to go for Rock Slide here. Which the Rock Slide is fine. It's a little scary, but I'm going to kind of have to manage. Torn's going to go for Protect. That's fine. Lander's probably just trying to go for a Rock Slide about, I guess, and maybe try and finish me down. That's probably his best play, and honestly, maybe stall at the snow a little bit. Unfortunate. That is what it is. Those bundle pumps really sucked for Rao, but at the same time, though, I'll take it. Very good game, though. Hopefully we can get another game against Rao in the future, because I enjoy playing Rao. Rao's a good friend. It helps a lot with building, whether it's through drafts of VGC, etc., etc. So I do appreciate Rao greatly. And if you guys enjoyed the content and you want to see some more videos like it, of course. No, not the Bleak Wind Miss on the... it's such a BM. I'm so sorry, Rao. I mean, it didn't matter. I brought in Dragonite, but it's just unfortunate. Unfortunate for sure. Yeah, I mean, if you guys enjoyed and you want to see some more content like it, of course, like and subscribe. Shoutouts to Kurt as well for editing this video. Thank you, Kurt. Everyone say thank you, Kurt. And with that said, shoutouts to all of our channel members, of course, being Josh K Ultra Player, Mia, Zeke Zero, Bbat, Onatapur, Timo Mueller, Fonzie, Bambambi, Rao Plays, Obo, and Johannes B. If you guys want to go the extra mile and join our channel members, though, for some extra content every month, make sure to hit that button down below. It's only a couple $1 a month. And with that said, I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the final video in our battle set of videos before we go back to our regularly scheduled content. Until then, peace out, guys.